Oh, what's up, people? What's up, folks? I'm just doing a little sharing. All righty. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. All right. Say hi, guys. Let me know if you can hear and see everything okay. Need to lay some color and stuff on this. Figured I would hang out and chat with you guys for a little bit. Oh, man. Kind of like this. I swapped out my desk lamp light for my other one. I think I got to fix that one little line right there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Got to do a refill on this one. This one's starting to run low. What's up, Miss Ashley, my beautiful daughter? How are you doing this evening? What's up, Jason? Hope you're doing well. You know what? erase that pencil a little bit. I think you guys are going to your aunt's house tomorrow, I believe, to do y'all's Christmas and Thanksgiving. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yep, I hope you guys enjoyed book 4. Like I said, this is where a whole lot of tension starts with Tony. And then, of course, we move into, that leapfrogs us into issue number 5 and 6, where, especially number 6. I mean, number 5 is going to be rough. I can go ahead and tell you guys that right now. Number 5 is going to be rough emotionally. Number 6 is going to be tough. Oh, something got on my marker. See if I can work that out. I may have to go back and. Yeah, I'll have to go back with white or something and touch that up. Something got on the pen. It happens. All right. Have a good night, sweetie. I love you. Oh, awesome. Also, the auction post is up on the page too. It'll run until Monday morning. What was I saying? That sale post will run until Monday. So make sure you guys go grab something on it. There's signed and remarked exclusives. There are signed and remarked exclusives. There are sketch covers, things like that. So definitely don't miss out. Because I think that is the first auction post I've done in a long time. And they're starting out at really good prices. Dun, 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 dun. What are you guys up to this weekend? Anybody doing anything crazy fun? Damn it. See, I meant to do that today and I completely forgot. Completely forgot. Yeah, boy. Guys, if you're talking and I can't see your chat, if I'm not replying to you, I'm not ignoring you. That means you probably need to give StreamYard permission. So click on their link and go to their page and give them permission to use your Facebook name, something like that. So if you're talking to me and I'm not replying to you, that's why I can't see your comment. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to be rude or anything like that. I just legitimately, I'm not seeing your comment. So make sure that you have given StreamYard permission to use your name or whatever the hell it is. Because there's a lot of you in here watching, and I've only seen like 3 people say anything. So I'm just letting you know, if you are talking, I promise you I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see your chat. Okay, so a little bit of that like kind of base color. I saw the trailer for the new Furiosa movie a few minutes ago. That looks like it might be pretty good. I'm excited about it. No, you don't really have white highlights in hair. I mean, I know some people do it, but it's not really a thing. Sometimes about the only hair color you'll kind of see some white highlights in really is black hair, and that's at the very hot point of a white reflection or a light reflection rather. And even then, yeah, that doesn't happen very often. It's usually just lighter shades of gray. See, there's lighter shades of yellow in here, and then this brighter yellow. So that kind of creates a little bit. And then, I mean, this is a little bit more of a kind of exaggerated color, even of course for blonde. Um, it's just kind of just a little bit of a brighter tone. And then this right here is an even brighter yellow. Just to kind of give it another layer. A little bit darker there. All right. Have a good night, Jason. Have a good night, man. I thought I had a little bit darker. Just a little bit of a yellowy orange in there. All right. See, her eyes are blue. Hey, what's up, Jay? Little bit of blue, 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 blue. Walking in a winter wonder blue. Damn it. Let's try. Yeah, boy, look at those pretty blues. Oh well, it won't be signed in those pens. I'll break out the pens whenever I go to sign some more books. I don't sign commissions that way unless a specific person just requests it on their commission, which most don't. But yeah, I'll try them out whenever I go to sign some more stuff because I don't like opening pens until I'm using them because the sooner you open them, the quicker you are to them drying out. And so if you're not using them on a regular basis, so when it comes to signing pens, I don't really open them until I'm using them, and then start the process. But I'll definitely give them a try to see what they are at some point. I don't want to, because I mean the chances are I could open them up and they're so, and then you're not really lost anything. But if I open them up and they sign really damn good, now the clock's ticking on the one I opened. And these pens, if you're when it comes to pens, if you're not signing with them pretty frequently, they will kind of start running like this really dry kind of process on you. So yeah, I usually don't open them until I'm going to use them, just in case they're good. Like I got a stack of gold pens over here that I haven't opened. Now, given you'll see some people at Comic Cons. Now it's a little different when I'm at Comic Cons. I may have 4 or 5 pens in front of me. In case one quits writing while I'm in the middle of signing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do her lips like real dark. Just like that, just subtle. I don't want to do. I don't know if you can freeze them, but I mean, I don't have room in my freezer to put pens anyway. But I don't know anything about freezing pens. I've never, ever, ever heard that in 5 years of working in this industry. So I'm not sure. Yeah, and because it's not really an issue of evaporation, which there is a little evaporation because obviously, the top is, it's not in sealed plastic anymore. So you do have a little bit of evaporation, but that's really not the biggest thing. It's more about the tips drying. It's more about that. Let's see. Let's see. Tracy said he sent his. Oh, yeah, there it is. We're just waiting on one person to get their payment over for the cool little mega raffle. That's actually a really good raffle. I like that raffle. It's got a lot of cool shit in it. Damn, where is everybody tonight? It's Friday night. Is there a lot of sale posts going on right now? Live stuff? Well, it is 7 p.m. Yeah, no problem, man. Usually there's a good bit of people in the evenings. There shouldn't be a game. Today's Friday. Well, Comics Elite is live, so that's where a lot of people probably are. The live videos, sadly, that's one of the drawbacks to. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of live sales going on. So man, I've got to start being more. Oh, there's a football game on tonight. It's Friday night. Hey, what's up, Andrew? What the hell football game is on a Friday night? I thought football was just Mondays and Thursdays. I'm way off. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people live right now. Shit. Damn it, you go live in the evenings and nobody's able to show up? Or you go live in the day and everybody's at work? And then, of course, half the times people don't even know you're live because, notifications don't work. Pac-12. I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm so out of the damn, game loop, however you want to word it with that shit. Push that little. That's annoying. Push that back a little bit. It's not as noticeable now. That just happens sometimes. There's another, but nobody watching it. Tomorrow's games all day. Bowl season, even crazier. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, I don't watch any of that shit anymore, so I don't have a clue what is happening and what's going on. Yeah. You'd think as many damn times, as I've drawn, Supergirl or Superman, or I would remember the damn color combinations on that damn chest. I don't know why that never sticks in my head for some weird reason. Not sure why, but well, to be fair, now I've not drawn the Super Friends as often as I've drawn, Batman or Joker or shit. To be honest with you, I've probably only drawn Superman maybe 4 or 5 times in 5 years. Everyone else, Batman and, damn, I've drawn lots and lots and lots. But still, though, shit, you'd think I'd have his damn color shit or their symbol shit memorized. You would think. Oh, okay. Ah, I got you. Yeah, that's where everybody's at. Yeah, but I mean, are you talking about like from me or from artists in general? If you're talking about from me, or if you're so here's the way I suggest people to view that kind of stuff is look at it from the standpoint of who's drawing it. If it's someone that is that's their bread and butter, go for it. Because you got to remember, if you're having something done for your own personal collection, it doesn't matter if that person's drawn him a bunch of times or if other people have commissioned Batman a bunch of times. None of that really matters when it's going into your own personal collection. And even if it's not a personal collection, like let's say you're ordering a commission that you're planning to flip or give away or whatever the case. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, it's still a popular character. So it's something that, you got a better chance. Or let's say worst case scenario, you got in a bad money spot and you needed to sell some art. Those characters are always going to sell. You know what I mean? So you're not going, it's not one of those things where you'll go, oh shit, everybody gets Batman. Don't worry about that. Now, if Batman's not your favorite character, get your favorite character. Because if you get your favorite character, even if the artist, let's say the artist isn't having the best day, and he's working on your piece, and it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not terrible, because sometimes we have bad days. That piece is still going to look awesome to you because it's all right. I want the cape a little darker, but I think I want to do the chest piece a little lighter. What was I saying? Yeah, even though it may have been done 1,000 times, it's still going to be one of those things where you're like super happy about it because it's your favorite character. But also, I think, even though I'm never super fond of people reselling art, there's times it could happen. I also look at it as, get commissions of characters that would do well if you ever had to sell it. Now, of course, that's just my opinion, but. And Batman, I mean, any of these super cool characters, if you frame them and hang them on your wall or whatever you're doing with them, they're always going to look badass, a sketch of Batman's going to look cool as hell on your wall. A sketch of Joker's going to look cool, or Harley Quinn, or Supergirl, or Superman, whatever you're into, Marvel, DC, Image, whatever the case may be. I always tell people, like, I get that a lot of times. People go, oh, I want to get something, but I don't know what I want. Well, just get your favorite character. That's problem solved right there. And if your favorite character is somebody that, sadly gets done a lot, shit, don't worry about it. Gotta fix that little yellow right there. Hey, what's up, John? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind people coming at me with different characters, just because it helps kind of push the envelope a little bit to draw some stuff that I haven't gotten to draw before or haven't drawn in a long time. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I appreciate that when fans do that, for sure. Yeah, it's always fun when people think outside the box a little bit. That is always fun. What's up, Kenny? Yeah, that's right. Like I don't mind that too much either. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, sometimes, it can be one of those things where drawing, outside the box stuff can get a little annoying. But then that falls down. A lot of times what that falls down to is, how involved is the piece, or how, controlling is the person that you're trying to do it for. Cause that all that stuff matters too. And every once in a while you'll get that, where somebody wants to be a little too damn controlling instead of just letting the energy flow. So like, and there's nothing wrong with giving feedback of what you're trying to get done, but there's a fine line. So like, and what I mean by that is, like somebody wants, let's say somebody wants a Batman sketch or any other character, and they go, okay, I want Batman. I want him on a rooftop. I want it to be raining and it's nighttime. And so that's a ton, and I want him kneeling down on the edge of a gargoyle or the edge of the building, etc. That's great feedback. That gives an artist a lot of information without it being too controlling and too strangling, because you don't want to strangle the creativity. So the thing you don't want to do is go, okay, I want you to draw Batman. He's standing on top of a building. It's raining. It's nighttime. And I need his one hand going this way, and I need his leg going this way, and I need his foot twisted this way, and I need his head tilted this way. No, hell no. I'm not playing that stupid ass shit. We're not doing hand holding. You can give me a basic overview of what you want, and I'll roll with it. And I'll try to stick as close to that as I can. But because sometimes shit in your head does not look good on paper. That just is what it is. And sometimes that can happen a lot when people are trying to be too strangling with the creative process, whether it be established characters or whether it be original characters of their own, idea. You've got to let the artist breathe. And that's why a lot of times when it comes to commissions, you'll see a lot of people, go, because I do the same thing when I get commissions. Now, even though my commissions tend to be the exact same character from everybody I get a commission from, the Bat Who Laughs. But I do give a little instruction, but the only thing I say to them is, hey, I want a Bat Who Laughs, and I tell them whether I want a headshot, a half body, or full body, whichever one I'm wanting. And then I go, I need you to make it creepy. I need you to think sinister. I need you to think horror movie kind of feel, and you do your thing. Now that's, even though I'm giving a little direction, it's not much. So that's why you see that happen a lot, with people who get commissions. They'll kind of leave that open. They'll give some direction, but they'll kind of leave the majority of it open, to allow the artist to breathe, creatively. I'm checking the color on the costumes. That's why I've got that reference pulled up. I'd have to go back to the notes and look. Usually if somebody's being a little too damn controlling, I'll let them know real quick, hey, chill out. Because like I said, I get that you're paying for something, but this is art. You have to let art breathe. And it cannot do that, if, you're doing that hand-holding shit. You will strangle an artist's creativity, and then they'll get frustrated because shit won't cooperate. Because like I said, sometimes shit in your head does not look good on paper. So I used to run into that a lot back when I used to do automotive airbrushing. That's where you would see that a lot over there, because people would try to just turn the character this way, and put their arm over here like this. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. It doesn't work. And I won't tolerate it in this world. Here's the real sad thing about it. When you do that, every 5 steps got to be controlled. You end up, and I don't know how this is possible, but this is what happens. You end up doing the piece. You write all these notes down. And that's another thing that becomes a headache. You're writing down 2 pages of notes because everybody's trying to be too damn controlling. And damn it, it's almost out. Damn it. I'll just try to lay this as a base. So you end up with all these notes, and which usually ends up being a lot. And then that person forgets what they told you in those notes. And then the sad thing is, you can sit there and draw that piece identical to those notes, and people will still go, well, that's not really what I was meaning. Well, that's what you said. Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely what I said, but I guess I'm not explaining it right. So see, that's the other shit you run into, is sadly a lot of people don't understand how to translate their thoughts, into comic art, because it's not as easy as you think it might be. I'm going to have to go over this with a different color, but so that's the other thing. And then you end up having to start over. So that's why myself and many other artists don't do the whole hand holding thing. You can give us a basic idea of what you're doing, and then we roll from that. I know. I remember. I don't know who it was, but I remember seeing one artist at a Comic-Con, and he was a veteran, been around like freaking 20 years or some shit like that. He had a sign on his table that said, "What did it say? What did it say?" I'm gonna paraphrase a little because I'm not gonna be able to remember it exactly because it was a long time ago when I saw it. But let me paraphrase it a little. He said, "No, what was it? No, thank you. I don't need any advice." How do you word it? It's like, "No, thank you. I don't need anyone to tell me how to draw the commission." I was like, "Oh, that's freaking brilliant." And a lot of artists are truly are like that. And there's a lot of artists out there. To the extent of your contribution to the design concept is what character it is, whether it's a headshot, half body, full body, and that's the extent of it. and I get it, and I understand it because you when you start doing notes, the shit's getting ridiculous. Yeah, it is. It's hard to explain your thoughts, and like I said, that's the tricky thing about it too. Is a lot of times that shit people have in their head is not what they're translating out of their mouth, and you end up with, this piece that doesn't match what they were thinking, and you're like, "Well, dude, I did it exactly what you said." "Oh, no, yeah, you did exactly what I said. Man, I'm not explaining it right." So that's why a lot of artists take that whole part of the concept away. Most artists won't do it. It's what character do you want? Oh, and they'll even do that sometimes. Well, actually, that's why a lot of artists won't draw original characters too, though. To be fair, is because it becomes because it's not a commission. When it's character design stuff, now you're doing a lot. You may end up doing a lot of back and forth, and now it becomes a design concept. It's no longer let me draw a commission of Batman. It's now let's do this back and forth, and now I'm spending way more hours than what I should be spending drawing an original character. It does happen. So it's a fine thing. Like I said, me personally, when I go to an artist and I want them to draw something for me, I just tell them very simple feedback. I keep it. I get my main. You got to pick your battle is basically what it comes down to. What is your main battle you're trying to pick? So when I get those commissions from artists, I'll say, "Hey, I want Bat Who Laughs." Depending on the artist, I'll tell them whether I want a headshot, a half body, full body, and then I tell them make it creepy, think horror movie, and that's the extent of it. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Even if it's a character, like even if I was going to have someone draw Psycho Sal for me, I give them the basic rundown of the important stuff that matters. It has to be raining, nighttime and raining, because every scene Psycho Sal is in, it's raining. So, and that's intricate to the story that you'll find out later. But that is part of it. So I'll tell them I need it raining, and I need it nighttime. I need it raining, and I need him creepy. I need him. His face looks this way with this mask he's wearing, and that's about. And he's wearing a rain poncho. That's absolutely imperative. It has to be on his, he has to be wearing the poncho, and that's it. That's pretty much what I'll tell people when it comes to, with him. So, like I said, you gotta pick your battles, and you want to give people the opportunity to create something from their own skill, and talent. You don't want to start policing someone. kind of giving it that stretch look, like it's you know, a bit of a slick material. Yeah, I'll see it every once in a while, and every once in a while I'll get it. There's two things you don't want to do in the art community when you're getting commissions. You don't want to rush somebody. You know, like I always tell people, if you've been on somebody's commission list less than a month, chill out, relax. They'll get to you when they can get to you. That's what I tell everybody. The other thing is, you if you want a commission, you know, give the information that you want, but give it very basic. And you know, and like I said, you know, pick your battle. So that's the way I personally, you know, talk to people when they're asking me, like, well, hey, when I ask for a commission, like, what should I say? That right there is exactly it. I have one dude. God damn, man. I mean, he's a nice guy, but holy shit, dude. Like, he would get on my commission list, and he's been on it a couple of times. And, you know, I try to be polite about it the best I can. I really do. You know, I'll explain, hey, you know, like I told you, you know, it could be a month before I get to you, or it could be 2 months. It all depends on what crosses my desk and what I have to get done. Oh, yeah, no problem. And like I said, he's not being rude or anything, but like I've had him, that one particular person, be on my commission list for less than a week and send me a PM asking me if I started on his commission. I'm like, no, dude, I'm nowhere even near your name. You know, like I explained to you, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks before I even get to your name on the list. Now, if it's something relatively simple that I got to do, like a head sketch or something like that, even if it's in color, that gets done faster than more complex commissions, because headshots, you know, and little pieces like this right here, you know, I can do this as warm-ups in the morning as I'm getting ready to start on more elaborate, you know, pieces. So, you know, ordering a headshot or something like this right here, you know, it'll usually get you done, you know, much faster. But you know, like I said, that particular person, when he does order stuff, he does tend to order, you know, some complex stuff, full bodies or stuff like that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, like I said, it's one of those things you got to be a little, you know, understanding. That when you're ordering those more elaborate pieces, it's going to be a minute before I get to you, because and you know, and that's, you know, that's if nothing major comes across my desk that slows anything down. Because if cover jobs come across my desk, I have to do those first. I have to stop all commissions and I have to concentrate on that because they have deadlines. You know, and that goes that way for any artist. So it's not just me. And that's one of the other things too about picking your battles when you're telling an artist what it is you're trying to get done on your commission. Because, you know, the simpler you can kind of keep it, you know, the faster that person can get it done also. So keep that in mind too. So, you know, it's all about time, you know. No, it's not you. Because, what I was saying about that guy, he was on the commission list. Hey, what's up, Trey? Thank you. I appreciate it. He was on the commission list, and within a week, he was sending me a PM asking had I gotten to his piece yet. And, you know, I told him, I was like, no, man, like I told you, you know, it'll be a minute before I can get to you. You know, there's like 10 people ahead of you. And he, oh, no, it's okay. I'm not trying to be pushy or nothing. I'm just excited, you know, and I get that. And so, you know, he was like, okay, you know, and so the conversation was over, right? Well, it wasn't another week, you know, give or take. He was asking me the exact same thing again. Hey, man, just touching base, see if you got to my piece yet. And I'm like, dude, and this is not even the first time like he's gotten commissions from it. I'm like, guy, you know that I'll get to your piece as soon as I possibly can. Oh man, I know. He's like, I'm sorry, man. He's like, I'm just excited. And that's why I don't get angry with him, because he's not being rude or anything. He's just being a little too excited. But you got you got to be careful of that too, though, because there are some artists out there that will take that as being, hey, what's up, Chris? Thank you, man. No, this is just one that I was doing. So I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing with this. So this you guys are gonna like this. What was I saying though? What was I saying? That, you know what? That booby should have went right there. Damn. That's okay. It's nobody's gonna know. I'm the only one that's gonna notice that shit, really. Anybody else notice it? Oh well. What was I saying? So you got to be careful of that, because there are artists out there that you jumping back in their PMs that quick can get you on the never do list. You know what I mean? Because some artists will definitely take that as being pushy. Now, I know the guy. Like, I know he's not trying to be rude, or at least he's never been rude. Just a little impatient, but so what I'm thinking about doing with this one, and I did it through about 3 years ago. I've done it before. I took a Batman. This is one of those fully blank books. Yeah, week is way too silly. I mean, shit, to be honest with you, a month is too damn silly. Especially someone like myself who's super busy. You see me constantly dumping out work. You see me constantly traveling for shows. You see me constantly doing cover drops, et cetera, et cetera. I'm stupidly busy. So even expecting a turnaround in a month, unless it's like a quick head sketch or something that doesn't technically go on the commission list, you can kind of hang it up a little bit. You got to be a little understanding. So this is one of those fully blanked books. The Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman they did a few years ago. Well, about 2 or 3 years ago, I did one of these where the front cover, the back cover, and every single page in the book had a custom piece of art on it, except for like the last 2 pages. And I did a mega raffle. Thank you, man. I did a mega raffle where the winner won that entire book, and then he got to pick the last 2 characters that went in the book. And so even at my prices, 2-3 years ago, it was like $1,600 worth of art. So I'm thinking about doing that again for this one, is do a mega raffle, and the person that wins this, it'll have DC characters drawn front cover, back cover, every single page in the book, except for the last 2 pages. And the winner will get to pick, those 2 characters. So I'm thinking about doing that. What do you guys think about that as a mega raffle? And for those that don't know, mega raffles are raffles, obviously, that I do on certain items to give fans a chance to win something that they may normally couldn't buy, because this shit ain't cheap. So, not everybody can drop $400 or $500 on shit. So my mega raffles, they always have low entry spots and low entry costs. That way you got stupidly good odds. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? Doing that with this one? See, I've got to fix that little bit of white right there. Yeah, now that's true too. I do occasionally get timed pieces where somebody's like, oh man, I got to have this back by so-and-so. And, it's a birthday or it's a Christmas gift. So I'm going to wipe that out, and I'll come back later with yellow and try to cover that up. So yeah. Now that's a different ball game, but you got to make sure you let your artists know that. You can't get a commission and then, and they tell you, oh, I'll get to it just as soon as I can. And you're saying, oh, okay, no problem. And then a week later, you're going, hey, that's supposed to be, thank you, Betrayed. I appreciate it, man. That's supposed to be a present. I'm like, wait, what? You didn't say shit to me about that being a gift for somebody for a birthday or Christmas. Yeah, now, so here's the thing. This is for you guys to understand. So I have a rule of thumb, even for myself, because I buy original art from artists. So I have a rule of thumb because I don't rush artists, especially if I'm dealing with pros like myself or other people that's been in, business even longer. Because like I said, I do tons of covers. I do tons of commissions. Then I have personal projects I have to work on. Also, then I have cover drops and cover jobs I have to do. Then I have travel for Comic-Cons, and I travel about 15 to 17 shows a year. So my rule of thumb, this is what I apply when I'm dealing with someone like myself, on someone who's as busy as I am or busy, on the same tier level. This way I look at it. When I order a commission, if it's a mail away commission, now, I try my best when I do commissions to do them at shows when I see the artist at a show. That doesn't work that way all the time. So, if it's a mail away commission, I order the commission. I tell them what I want. And I don't say shit else to them until I hit the 3-month mark. When I hit the 3-month mark, I say, hi, just touching base. No matter what they tell me, whether they say, oh, I haven't gotten to it yet, or I'm starting it soon, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just keeping myself in their thought process. I don't say shit else until the 6-month mark. Then I'll send another hi message, not a deadline request or anything like that. Just another message, at the 6-month mark saying hi. Just again, keeping myself in their thoughts. And then I don't say shit else until the 1-year mark. Because to be fair, even for someone on my level of workload and popularity, it is not unusual, even on my level, to be on my commission list for 6 months or more sometimes. Now, I do something that's a little unique that most artists do not do. I cap my commission list, and I only open it twice a year for elaborate pieces, half bodies, full bodies, color, et cetera, those types of involved pieces, whether it's sketch covers or 11 by 17. So I do something that's a little different. I open my commission list January the 1st, and I open it up again 6 months later on, July the 1st, or June the 1st. I mean, and so, and each time I open it, there's only like 40 spots. That's it. Once they're full, they're full. Now I'll continue to take headshots through the year, things like this right here, headshots and stuff. I'll continue to take that through the year, even if it's colored, because I can use those as warm-ups in the morning before I work on more elaborate pieces. So like I said, not every artist does that. Does that cause me to miss out on potential money? Yes, of course. That's why most artists, the pros, that's why they don't have a cap in most cases. They just take orders till the cows come home because they don't want to lose out on the money. And that's why some of you may end up on a damn 4-year, 5-year wait list. Now, some of it's artists being lazy as hell. So you got to keep that in mind. What kind of artists are you dealing with? Are you dealing with someone that has that's known for taking 4 years? And you can always go search the, Facebook to find out shit like that. Or you're dealing with an artist that runs a cap list. They manage their time well. They get shit done. So all of that matters. So I take that into consideration when I order commissions. I touch base at the 3-month, I touch base at the 6-month, I touch base at the year. Because like I said, a lot of those artists I'm dealing with, they don't run a capped list. So it's not unusual if you're dealing with an artist that does not run capped lists, that it could be a year and a half before you get your artwork. Now, like I said, 3 months, 6 months, 1-year mark. Now, my next one, if they still, when I touch base at the 1-year mark and they say, oh man, I haven't gotten to it yet, I'm going to get to it real soon. Okay, sure. No problem, man. Thank you so much for the update. I hope you have a good day. Now, here's my damn line in the sand, and I don't give a shit who you are. And because I've used my line in the sand with a very well-known artist in the art industry. Not rude or nothing, but I have a hard line in the sand. My hard line is a year 1.6. I mean 1.5. At a year and a half, when I send that artist a message at the year and a half mark, I ask 2 questions. Have you started my commission yet? And if they can say yes and show me a picture of it, I was like, okay, when do you think you'll have it done? And so we get a soft deadline. Now, that's the soft deadline. If I ask them at that point, when I ask that second question, let's say when I ask the first question, and say, oh man, no, I haven't had a chance to start on it yet. My very next damn question is, okay, do you think you can have it done in the next 7 days? And if they can have it done in the next 7 days, awesome. If they say, oh man, no, there's no way I can do it in the next 7 days. Okay, no problem. No hard feelings. Here's my PayPal, refund my money, and I'll try to get with you at another time. I am not going past that. I don't give a shit who he is or she is. I'm sorry. I don't care. A year and a half and past that, you're screwing around too much, in my opinion, because you get off the Xbox, get off the PS4 or whatever the hell you're on, get off the ball game, get off whatever the hell you're doing where you're not putting in enough hours to do shit in a timely manner. Because especially when you're talking about a vet who's been in the business 20 years, 25, 30 years, they got vets that I know that I've watched them on YouTube at a con where somebody's recording them drawing a full body piece and they knock it out in 45 minutes. Gray tones, penciled, inked gray tones, 45 minutes. So because of that years of experience. So that's the way I run it as far as my personal orders when I order something from someone. Because like I said, they are busy. So I allow them that time frame for a busy artist because I'm as busy as they are, if not more busy, because, of the amount of work that a lot of times up and comers like myself, we're more busy than they are because they've already earned their spot. They're getting, $800,000, $900,000 commissions, so they can do less commissions and make more money. Hence why, and plus also most cons, they're traveling on the cons nickel. They're not having to spend money on Comic-Cons, hotels, etc. They're getting invited as guests. So, their money, they don't have to work as hard as we do. Now, I'm not saying they're not working hard. I'm just saying they're not putting in 12, 14 hours a day like some of us are. Now, some of them probably are, but most of them aren't. And the reason I know that is because when I look at their Facebook page and they're talking about this ball game, this movie, this football game, this basketball shit. Oh, the new Call of Duty dropped. I played that today. Like when I see them talking all that shit, that's how I know they're not working as hard as we are, because I don't have time for none of that shit. So, and I'm working pretty much from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So, 7 days a week. So, I agree. I think a year is pushing it too. I really do. But I know it's not necessarily unusual, because I've even had moments where, even though I run a capped commission list, and even though I only have 40 or 50 spots per commission list, you add on top of all the cover work I do, all the travel I do for in-store signing events or Comic-Con appearances, because you got to remember that too. There's some months I'll do 3 or 4 appearances in 1 month. And then most months I'm doing at least 2 from February to November. So yeah, it's not unusual, for the commission list to take 6 months to a year. Because if you come in on my commission list when it opens and it fills up quick, but let's say you come in on my commission list at, spot 29 or spot 35, spot 40, there's a shitload of people ahead of you. And I'm not going to rush their orders or cover jobs or anything else and hinder the quality that I do just to get somebody's shit faster. It's not going to happen. But you got to think about that. If you're spot 40 on a commission list and there's 39 people ahead of you, and all 39 of those people ordered, full bodies, full background, full color, Some of them did it on blanks. Some of them did it on 11 by 17s. That's all, 11 by 17. Like, let me show you something. Like this, like a piece like this right here. That's 11 by 17. This piece right here, that's 8 hours worth of drawing on one damn piece without stopping. And that's just for the pencils. Now you tag on if you got to ink it. Then now you tag on if you got to color it. So you get what I'm saying? So you always got to remember that when you're dealing with busy artists, you have to be understanding, you have to be patient, but you have to have a hard line in the sand, because there are some artists out there that will take advantage of their name and most people don't want to piss off an artist for some odd reason. And I don't think that's being pissy by you asking, hey, have you gotten to my piece yet? If it's been 6 months or a year, I think that's a reasonable damn question. Yeah, patience is key. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, that's the other thing too. You can't show up for a busy artist like myself and others. You can't show up mid-November and go, hey, I need a piece by Christmas. You're forcing us to really try to, I'm not saying it's impossible, because even on my commission list, I've got people that are not in a rush. If I need to move things around, they're okay with that. But you still don't want to do that. Because there are some artists, they still travel in November for shows. Now me, I take pretty much mid-November and December off. I might do one show in November. I might do one show in January. But I pretty much try to take November, December off, because especially December, I'm not doing shows in December. My birthday's in December. Of course, Christmas is in December. 3 of my daughter's birthdays are in December. So yeah, I'm not going any damn where in December. But just remember that. Just be patient, be understanding, and and I always tell people the given one, the given. If you're on an artist commission list for less than a month, chill out. Don't say shit. Don't ask nobody nothing. Because most cases, I guarantee you, they're nowhere near your name on the list. Yeah, man, I just don't want to. I drive to most of my shows, and I really don't want to be driving really and truly in December. Most of the time I don't really do shows in January, because normally either the first part of December I try to go somewhere and get some rest for a little mini vacation to the mountains or something, or I do it in January after Christmas and everything. So like this year, I'll probably go to the Smoky Mountains, probably, probably the first part of, probably January. But I do have a con this January. Normally I don't do cons in January. But somebody wanted me to try out Fan Expo New Orleans, and I've been needing a reason to go to New Orleans anyway. So when I go down there to do New Orleans Comic Con, I'm going to stay a day or two longer, so I can work on Cycle the Blood Moon, my next book, work on Cycle Sal a little bit more for the next issues. So I'm going to use it, as a little, mini vacation kind of thing. No, well, not a mini vacation because I'm working, but you get what I'm talking about. But yeah, at some point I'm going to try to get over to the Smokies again and get a little breather, So, all that stuff kind of applies. You just got to figure it out. But like I said, me personally, oh, hell no. There's definitely a hard line in the sand. I'm not waiting 2 years, 3 years for a damn commission. I don't give a shit who the artist is. Nope, not happening. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Trying to get a little bit more of those lines out of there. Ah, that's cool. Yeah. But I mean, that's, and being, like I said, I trust me, as someone who gets commissions, I definitely understand the, getting overexcited and anxious and, all that. I definitely understand it. What should we do in the background? Maybe just some clouds or something. But did you guys answer my question about that? What do you guys think about that? Should we do this as a mega raffle and just fill this sucker up with a bunch of badass headshots and stuff like that, and then mega raffle it, and the winner wins it? Because what would that be? So if I fill it up with headshots and half bodies at my current fee, and do them in color, everything's in color. How many pages in this thing? So it's front and back cover, so that's 2, and then there's 1, 2, because we'll only do the front. We can't do the front and back because it does this, so we just count the fronts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we can't do this one. So 12 on the inside, 13. Okay, so 14 total pieces of art. And, so 14 pieces of art. And if we're doing them in color, what was my old prices? So, because we can only do headshots and half bodies. You know what? To make it fun, we'll do all this torso shot, bust shot, like this right here. So that would be $200 per, value-wise. So that's a $2,800 book. If I do that, all torsos in full color on 14 pieces, that is a $2,800 book of art. Not too bad. It's not too bad, right? That'd be one hell of a damn mega raffle. What you guys think about that? Talk to me now. Y'all got to show up. I don't know. I think that would be kind of boring. There's too many great both heroes and villains. There's too many. In my opinion, there's too many good ones to do all females. I think a half and half. So if it's 14, so we'll do, it's 14 pages. So 7 females, 7, so 7 females, heroes and villains. So we'll take the 7, we'll split that the best we can to where it's female heroes and villains. And then we'll do 7 males, heroes and villains. Is it Magic Marvel? Yeah, see, there's way too many visually badass characters to just do straight females. Yeah, way too many. But we could do 50-50. You know, we could do 50. You know what? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna hold you guys to it, because if we do a 20, oh shit, what would that even? How would I do that? So $2,800 worth of art. How many? Like, what kind of raffle would I have to do that? Because I'm not going to pull the whole tipped and shipped shit. The shipping's included. You know, for a prize like that, I'm not doing that. You know, oh, let's round it up to 3,000. You know, and that'll be tipped and shipped. Nah, we're not playing that stupid shit. Dude, I like Magic too. I think she's a badass looking character. So if you ever want to commission a Magic from me, especially if you do like full body, full background, 11 by 17 and raw pencil, or either black and white ink, let me know and I'll give you a discount for doing that character. Anything, you know, dealing with, you know, dark, you know, creepy character. And she's kind of a dark, creepy character if you draw her the right way, in my opinion. You know, the whole demons and shit like that, the whole magic abilities, like that could be a really cool piece. Well, you know that blank went to CGC. Um, Sorry, somebody was asking about something. Yeah, that one we would probably have to do some minis on that one. Let me try to figure this out real quick while I'm chatting with you guys. So, if we did, so let's say it's been so long since I did the other one, I can't remember what the hell I did. Um, um, yeah, I can't. It's been so long since I did the other one. Okay, so all right, if it's okay, so let's say if it's yeah, we'll probably have to do a few minis on this one. But let's say if it's hang on one second. Damn it. Let me just bear with me one second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. What's up, James? So let me all right, so if it's $2,800 worth of art in the book, what would it have to be? Because I don't like doing those giant, you know, 50-person, 100-person damn raffles. I think those are terrible odds. I hate when I see that shit. So I like to keep my entry spots low, my entry fees as low as I can, to where people have better odds of winning. And of course, something like this, we would do probably what I would do on this one is probably do a second place and a third place prize. So this would probably be first prize, $2,800 sketchbook full of art. And then second prize, I think a headshot. You know what? We could probably round it up to 300 and fill it up with goodies. So we'll do 3 spot winners. First place gets the mega prize. Second place actually gets a head sketch on a blank, character of their choosing. And so that's a $100, spot right there to win. 140 if we do it in color. And then, like third place, we could do another like signed and remarked copy of Cycle Sound #1. That's what is that, 40, 50? That's $70 right there. So that'll eat up the other 200, because I think we'd have to be at $3,000 to make the numbers work as far as spots, without doing a bunch of insane spots. So yeah, we could do first place this, second place is a head sketch, of a character of their choosing, in black and white, and then third place will be a signed and remarked copy of like Cycle Sound #1. But so what would we have to do for that though? So oh shit, I don't even know how we would do that one. That's a big ass mega raffle. Wow, that's a big ass mega raffle. Oh Jesus, because even at $30 a spot, at 40 spots is only $1,200. I don't even know how many. Shit, I would have to do a bunch of spots, but I don't want to do a bunch of spots. Let's see. So yeah, I can't do that. So it would have to be a bunch of spots, because this one, the last one I did was like 3 years ago, or give or take. So my fees back then were a lot less than what they were now. Now we're at about $800, $900 more on what my fees are now. Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Now there's people that's going to buy in no matter what. Yeah, it would have like that to keep it in the $30 range. It'd have to be 100 damn slots. And then, yeah, of course we could do some, there's no doubt we'd have to do minis. We'd have to. But yeah, you got 3 prize pools. So, and the cheapest prize pool is a $70 item. And then second place is $100 item. And then first place is, $2,800 item. So it's a great prize pool. But I don't really want to do 100 slots. I hate the concept of 100 slots. But I don't really know. You know what I could do? But how many would I have to sell though? How many if I did? You know what I could do? Wait, what? $100 slots? Yeah, but they ain't nobody gonna pay $100 to enter a raffle, man. Especially when third prize is only $70 and second prize $100. If they got $100, they could just order a headshot from me. You see what I mean? That's why that wouldn't work. Now 100 slots at $30 a pop. Now people would buy that. People will put $30, $25, $30 into a mega raffle. I know I've done filled plenty of them. I just don't know how long it would take us to fill 100 damn slots at $30 a pop. But I get what you're talking about. Like, yeah, nobody's going to spend $100. They could just order $100 commission from me and get a guaranteed sketch. But you know what we could do? A raffle. Now, obviously, this would have to be a scenario of we would have to hit the mark or the raffle doesn't happen. What we could do is $10, like me go buy me order an actual roll of lottery tickets, like we were talking about doing for Psycho Sal guest appearance for a fan to be murdered in a Psycho Sal book. Yeah, exactly. That's, you got to keep the money low enough to where it's money that they're not, because I don't like seeing people spend money they might need. And so that's why I try to do $10 raffles, $15 raffles, the occasional, $20 or $25 raffle. That's why I try to keep to those, because people can spare $10 or $15 or even $25 and it not hurt their pocketbook. Really, you blow that shit at a night at the bar. You blow that shit, and a couple of days of Starbucks. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to keep those. But this is what we could do. We could leave it as a mega raffle, 3 prizes, $2,800 prize, $100 prize, and a $70 prize, and buy a roll of lottery tickets, and then you guys buy the tickets. So you buy the ticket. I give you the ticket number, take a picture of it with your name on it, and give you the picture through Facebook. That way you've got it in your messenger that's your raffle, and charge $10 a ticket. But we would no, that wouldn't work either, because we'd have to sell what? $10 a damn ticket? That'd be a shitload of tickets. I mean, the $10 a ticket does give it more chances of everybody grabbing it, but now you're expecting, you're praying that, I mean, normally you would sit back and you would go, well, shit, I've got, 5,000 followers on Facebook, 2,000 on Instagram, 2,000, almost 2,000 one of the art groups, and another 1,000 in the other. You would think that shit would feel really damn quick. But we're really, even on the Kickstarter, we're only averaging about 100 people on the Kickstarter, give or take. I mean, we could still post it, and if people buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. But we would have to, 300. Yeah, we'd have to sell 300 tickets. Is it doable? I think so. If everybody shows up and buys damn tickets or buys multiple tickets, we should be golden. But we'd have to sell like 300 damn tickets, because I mean, I can't give away. I give away enough shit already that I definitely can't give this away. I mean, I've already given away over $1,000 worth of product this year alone. I gave away $600 worth of art one night earlier this year. And then a couple months ago, a month or two ago, I gave away over $300 worth of signed exclusives. So yeah, I definitely couldn't take a loss on this one. This is one I would have to recoup, not recoup, but make my wage on. You know what? I'll because the time it takes to fill the damn thing, for all the tickets to sell, I'll probably have all the artwork done. So, because it was, if that filled, if all those tickets sold in the first week, that shit would blow my mind. But it would be a badass, because here's the thing: no other artist does it, none. So I do have that going for me. No other artist does one of these books. They'll do something on the cover, or somebody will bring them the book and they'll do one piece on the inside, because I've done those. Other than myself, I'm not seeing every artist, obviously. I'm sure someone may have done it when they first came out, but I've never seen anybody else do it because they're too hard to push. Nobody's got $3,000 to drop on one of these books. And then if you're trying to do a raffle, like we were talking about, now you're doing 100 damn spots at $30 a spot, best case scenario, So I think we could do it. I think we could pull it off because really and truly, if you look at it honestly, $10 per ticket, That's not bad for a chance to win $2,800 worth of art. Or worst case scenario, or not worst case scenario, but or you could win a $70 prize, or you can win $100 prize. That's not bad odds, in the scheme of gambling concept. That's better odds than you can get at a casino. That's for damn sure. Even at one in 100, if you did 100 spots at $30 ticket, that's still better odds than the casino. But yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe we could, because like I said, I could just post it, and because they can already see the cover, and then I put in the description that it's going to be 14 characters, all torso shots, and 7 will be female and 7 will be male, all from the DC universe, and all in color. And then the second place prize is a head sketch in black and white of any character of their choosing. And then third place will be a signed and remarked copy of Psycho Sal #1. Yeah, I mean, we can post it and see what happens. Because like I said, as far as the book, I've never seen another one. My book, the first one I did a couple years ago when this thing came out, that was the only one I've ever seen, and that's the only one anyone has ever told me they saw. So anyway, so what do you guys think about that? So there's my idea, what I'm thinking. You know what? Let's go ahead and start. I need a backing board. Let me find a backing board. I'm gonna start messing with this right now while I'm chitty chatting with you guys. Talk to me now. Tell me what you're thinking. Talk to me now. What you guys think about that? I think it's a badass concept. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I could do a book like that. I could slap that shit on eBay, and I could probably get $3,000 just for the book. But this is so much more fun. I mean, do you guys agree with that concept? Is it more fun to do it that way? Ooh, I got the hiccups. Man, you don't need no budget for $10. Oh shit. Just stay away from Starbucks today. God, that Starbucks is so damn pricey. Jesus Christ on a cracker. And I've got friends of mine that hit Starbucks every single morning on their way to work for some damn large latte bullshit and paying like $8 and something 5 days a week. That's terrifying. And I don't say nothing to them, because you work for your money, you spend your money however you want to. I don't tell nobody what they should or shouldn't do with their money. But man, when you sit and think about that's $40 a week. That's $2,000. Oh my God. $40 a week times 52 weeks. That's $2,000+ a year on Starbucks. Dude, that's a European, that's a cruise. That's a cruise vacation for like 5 days. That's actually for like a few $100s more. You could actually do one of those European vacations where they, through a booking agent, which is always overpriced, because if you just went there, you could get it cheaper than this. But that's cheaper than going to Europe. I mean, that's the money you could go to Europe on. Oh my God. Yeah, there's some people that do a couple of them during the day. Oh yeah, that sucks missing works now. Yeah, now if you're missing works now, that's a whole different ball game. That's not the same thing. Oh, I got indigestion. Yeah, if you're missing, I mean, if you're not working, that's a whole different ball game. I'll do a mixture of like torsos and half bodies. I mean, torsos and headshots. Because there's some characters they, their headshots are just too damn cool looking. Excuse me. Yeah, boy. Yeah, no lie, man. Yeah, that's another one that especially for me because and it's my own fault because of the hours I try to put myself through working. I don't really have time to go in there and cook meals and stuff like that. And the other thing is, it's usually just me here by myself. So you end up when you try to cook, you end up wasting a lot of it because it's just you and and I have a bad habit. I don't really do leftovers because when I do, I forget they're in the fridge. But because of all the hours I work and things like that, I I'll go in there and eat something quick and easy, or I'll be uptown and I'll grab food and bring home. And then of course I get stuck eating out a lot when I travel for work. And so what ends up happening is, God, dude, it's oh my God, you can go through some money real damn quick doing that whole eating out shit. Food is, man, it's just so expensive right now. Yep, exactly. I mean, hey, thanks, Art. But at least you can, at least you can go to Taco Bell, I guess, and buy 4 or 5 regular tacos and maybe spend $5 or $6. Your ass drive through down McDonald's, dude. It's like 15, 16 damn dollars to order. Like let's say you go through McDonald's and order a double quarter pounder with cheese, fries and a Coke. You just spent like 15, 16 damn dollars. that you could have went to a steakhouse. But you know, you do that a couple times a damn week, and now you're up to $30-$40, you know, at McDonald's. You know, it's, oh man, it's a rough one, dude. That is a tough one. Where's my? Hang on a second. Cha-cha. Yeah, eating out can bite you in the ass real quick. Yep. Yeah, I did when I was in my insurance. I really haven't paid that much attention in this industry, but when I was in my insurance industry, you know, I ate out a lot. If I wasn't eating out for work, me and the girlfriend were eating out, and I got in there one day and I added up all my expenses for that year for food. Now, thank God, you know, I worked in an industry where I could write my food off. But I got to looking, and I had spent like over $6,000 that year on eating out. That's a damn, like I said, that was, you know, when you look at it number wise, that's a European vacation for two people for like a month, you know, or at least a couple weeks, you know, the whole 9 yards, flight, air, hotels, every damn thing. And I was so damn annoyed and pissed off. Needless to say, I quit doing that shit. But, you know, but now even with this industry, I do get stuck eating out a lot just because of where I'm at, travel, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, it can definitely get away from you real quick. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. $2,000 a month. Oh my God. I'd vomit. Oh my God. Man, y'all better stop that damn eating out and order more commissions from me. At least then you'll have art left over, man. Stay away from that shit, man. Go out once a month to eat out, you're good. Rest of the time, buy commissions. Oh my God, dude. Oh shit, I think you could hire somebody cheaper than that just to come over a couple nights. And because here's the thing, you don't gotta cook every night. Let's, you know, I mean, come on. You know, none of us, you know, if you're a busy person, we don't have time for that shit to cook elaborate meals every damn night. But you know, you can throw a pizza in the oven, you know, or you can you know, eat some chili one night, or you can make spaghetti one night and eat it again a different night, or stew or something like. So there's tons of stuff. You know, heck no, y'all go throw a pizza in the oven and order another commission. Get more bang for your buck. But no, it's you know, yeah, that's too much for me. That's too much for me. I might eat out, you know, a couple of times a week. And then it's, you know, $10 here, $15 there. Yeah, y'all got fancy taste. You know what's really strange is when I worked in the insurance world, I made six figures working in the insurance world. I did that for 7.5 years. And I would go out, like I said, I spent $6,000 one year eating out. But we never went to we never went to super super expensive places or anything like that. Every once in a while, we would go to what's it called? Chris Riss, or whatever the hell it is. I can't remember the name of it, but we would go to that. That, and that would be about it. The rest of the time, we do, hibachi or, those kind of things. Yeah, that eating out can get you in trouble real quick. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate the share. Yeah, I see. I'm on the opposite end. Like I love food, but I'll usually, I save my money for other things. And like I said, that's why I don't ever tell anyone, what they should or shouldn't be doing with their money. Because every single one of us have our addictions that we spend money on, whether we want to admit to it or not. I guarantee you, any female you see complaining and fussing to their man about their comic book addiction, you go open their damn closet and there'll be a damn 1,000 damn pair of shoes and shit in that closet. So that's why I don't, get on anybody, because you walk into my damn room, my office, there's probably shit. $10,000 worth of damn statues, So who the hell am I to, to tell anyone what they're spending money on is wrong? Because, like I said, we're all guilty of it. We all have our shit that we feel is okay for us to spend our money on, and we shouldn't be, fussing at nobody else, that's doing the same thing. We shouldn't. It's not right. I had a friend of mine that was like that. He used to have a wife. Now the bills were paid. He didn't gamble. He didn't drink. The bills were always paid. Like I said, he never had a problem with any of that. But she would just bitch at him every damn time he went to the comic shop. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And it's so ridiculous because like I said, you could go look in her closet. They had what was it? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 4 closets in that house. And she had shit in every single one of them. He had a little 2-foot spot in his closet. So yeah. Yeah, see, I used to now, I used to have I definitely had another hobby. I had another expensive hobby. I mean, I built my Mustang and everything, and that's not a cheap thing to do either. I built a high-end Fox body, and so I mean, you're spending shit tons of money there too. But the way I always try to tell people is, just life is too damn short. We work ourselves to death every damn day. Stop fussing at people because they got a hobby. Just stop. As long as they're not in the bar, as long as they're not spending it on hookers and cocaine and and bar tabs and casinos and all of that shit, chill out. Because I promise you, it could be worse. I've known friends with drug addictions and gambling addictions and shit like that. Little dude going to the damn comic shop spending $100 a month. Whether you think it's wise spending or not is irrelevant. That's their escape. That's their stress relief. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They're buying commissions from artists. Leave them alone. Because you're buying shoes. You're buying outfits. You're getting your nails done. You're getting your hair done. Leave the guys alone. I think that's pretty damn fair. You know what I'm saying? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? As long as the bills are paid, food's on the table, that's all that matters. Let's see. I got to figure out exactly how I want to do his damn. Too many people try to control what everybody else does. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that definitely helps. That's for sure helps. When you and your wife can have shared interests or I mean, and here's the thing, like it does work better if both spouses, even if it's not a shared hobby, they have their own hobby. It definitely helps also because for some reason, a lot of people, while they're sitting there bitching at you and complaining at you about your hobby, thinking it's nonsense, thinking it's a waste of money. They don't sit and think about getting their nails done is a waste of damn money at $40, $50 a damn pop. They don't think about going to Starbucks, 5 days a week is a waste of money. They don't think about having, 80 pair of shoes and 5 closets full of clothes that they haven't worn in, 2+ years is a waste of money, because people still look at those things as a type of necessity. And I'm sorry, you don't need 80 pairs of clothes. You don't need, 80 pairs of shoes. You don't need that. But people don't look at it that way until you point it out, now once you point it out, or them spending $100 a week on cigarettes, $100, $150 a week, whatever it costs for a carton of cigarettes. I know people that do that, that and because they have to smoke Marlboro, what the fuck ever. etc. And so they'll blow money on that, and they don't think shit about it. But then they're over here, so they're, so, and I've seen that happen too. I've seen where, someone was a smoker dating someone who was not a smoker, and he's spending, $100 a month on comics, and she's spending $100 a week on cigarettes. I'm like, which one do you think is more detrimental to the entire situation? The $100, $150 he's spending a month on comics, or the $400+ you're spending a month on cigarettes? Yeah, no problem, no rush. Take your time. Like I was telling everybody, we've got until mid-December anyway. So take your time. Make sure you pay attention to everything. Make sure you check your text string. Because for those that don't know, doing horror comics is not the same as drawing Batman, Superman, etc., etc. It's a whole different ballgame. Lighting is super important. Texturing is super important. Texturing is super, super important on horror comics. So just a FYI for anybody who hasn't done one or thinking about doing one, that is super, 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 super important. What time is it? Yeah, so keep that in mind. That is super, super, super important. Watch the new Exorcist today. It's on Peacock. It's okay. It did have a nice little homage to the original. That was kind of cool. Well, I'll tell you guys a good Western type of horror movie that I think you might like if you haven't seen it. Bone Tomahawk. If you have not seen that, that is a good one. That is a good one. Oh man, oh man. Sometimes I've been, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get this figured out and typed up probably tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's probably when I'll. Let me see if I can do too much. Clear right there. Still gonna have to like white that a little bit. I don't know what got on that, but it happens sometimes. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I think I'm gonna chill for the rest of the evening. Let that all that ink and everything settle any damn way. Like I said, I'll get this figured out. I'll get the post up probably tomorrow. You guys be watching for that. We'll do raffle tickets. I'll put all that information on the actual post. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off here and go watch a little TV. You guys have a great night. Thank you again for hanging out and chit chatting with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm probably going to be working tomorrow. So like I said, I've got some commission list stuff I'm trying to get knocked out. I'm trying to get everything kind of caught up and off my plate, so I can concentrate a little bit on the next month or so on working on some more of the Cycle of the Blood Moon stuff, upcoming Cycle Sal, things like that. So, but like I said, I want to get everything kind of knocked off the commission list because the official commission list opens up January the 1st with somewhere around 40 or 50 spots, and them suckers will be gone. This coming year, because we'll be starting con season in technically January, February, commission list is going to have to be a bit more strict. I was a little lenient with it this year, letting people kind of jump on after the commission list had closed. I'm going to have to be, thank you, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to have to be a little bit more strict on that this coming year. So if you're wanting to get a commission from me, make sure you are ready for that commission list opening on January the 1st, okay? Because once those spots fill up, the commission list won't open back up until June the 1st. So just a heads up. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you again for hanging out, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.